Why do modern women dislike godly men? In fact, there are so many incredible women out there, and yet so few of them know how to interact and engage with a godly man. And what is a godly man anyway? A godly man is a guy who is on his purpose. He realizes that he's been put on this earth for a mission, and he's not willing to sacrifice his mission for anything. So here are the 5 reasons why most modern women dislike godly men. Number one, a godly man does not play into today's cultural standards. In fact, he's countercultural. And what that means is that most godly men do not subscribe to the behavioral standards of what society today asks men to behave like. They're rebellious. They're doing their own thing. They are creators and not consumers. And so many women don't know how to interact with a man who is outside of the norm. And this causes them a lot of uncertainty, which they don't like. Number two, godly men do not compromise on their values. So many guys out there will let go of their job, let go of their family, let go of their dreams because of a woman and a woman's seductive nature. And men who are godly, who are purposeful, do not let anything distract them. And so when you're in front of a godly man, the chances are that he's extremely focused. He's not distracted by big booty or gorgeous cars or big homes. He knows that he's on a mandate to get some shit done in his life. And oftentimes, women are not used to that because many women have learned how to get a man's attention using traditional behavioral structures and traditional behavioral engagements. And so when you meet a godly man who is really focused and he's not distracted, a lot of times that causes a lot of questions for the women who are attracted to him. Number three, godly men are not tempted by temptation. There's so many distractions in this world, especially porn and lust. And when a man is in his purpose, when a man is devoted to his connection with the truth, he doesn't let lust and porn and gorgeous women get in his way. He has a handle on his temptation, and he doesn't allow his penis to drive his behaviors. And this causes women sometimes to go really crazy and get really frustrated. I've met women before where I've mentioned to them on a first date that I'm practicing celibacy, that I'm not interested in having sex with them until I'm in a relationship. And I can't tell you how many women get extremely frustrated about that because unfortunately, most women have been raised to use their looks, their beauty, and their seductiveness to be able to attract quality men. And yet we know that godly men do not allow this type of attraction to get in their way. Number four, godly men do not fawn. What is fawning? Fawning is people pleasing. And godly men realize that because they're on a mission, they're not here to please anyone. And that the only person or thing that they're here to fulfill is their life's goals, their mission. The only person or thing that they are accountable or beholden to is God and truth and connection to their faith. So, with that, godly men are guys who don't people please, who don't sacrifice on their principles to attract the type of woman that they want and to attract the type of wealth that they're here to create. And oftentimes, this drives women crazy because so many men out there are people pleasers. They're yes sayers. And this oftentimes leads to men betraying themselves because they're oftentimes saying yes when they actually mean no. Last, number five, godly men hold women to high standards. In fact, godly men are men who hold themselves accountable to the truth. And why would they not hold everyone around them accountable to the same level of truth? In fact, godly men are guys who do not hang out with men or women who are not owning the truth, who are not taking radical ownership and radical responsibility over their faith. And this here is really an important indicator of a godly man, because godly men no longer are there to people please. They're no longer there to distract themselves with porn and lust and playfulness with women's emotions. And thereby, they hold themselves really accountable on their mission. And they expect the women in their life to be just as accountable, just as responsible, so that they together can achieve something grand. Guys, if you're watching this and you enjoy this video, click subscribe or like, because I'm going to be sharing a lot more about this very topic.